be going well. But thank you for this, the super chat, for hanging on in here. If everyone can let me know if I'm still laggy, apologies for what's going on. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate you, Autumn Awesome Face. Oh my goodness, did you see the new article? I can't believe they announced all that in one go. I don't know which one you're talking about. All good now? Let's go. All right, so let's get into the drop. Let's get it set up. Man, I'm not sure what happened to my internet, but apologies there. Let's go ahead and share the screen. Make sure that we have everything set up for the drop, so we're good to go. We're going to get into everything today, but thank you all for hopping in and getting into it. So as you know, what we do is we make sure that we are set up good to go in the beginning. Let me go ahead and make sure that my app is set up. I had to restart the connection, so apologies for that. Boom. Boom. All right. I'm just trying to get my screen to mirror, so you guys can see everything going on. Much better. Happy to hear it. So it was the jersey. It was the jersey messing the signal. Uh-oh. Not a fan of the Niners, huh? All right, let me get all this set up real quick. I always have technical difficulties. I don't know why. It's never fun. Boom. We're good to go. Okay, here we go, back into it. So now that we actually have things working, we reset our app. We're going to check the time, see how we're doing on the timer, see how close it is today. The timer is always kind of slightly off with the Mighties. So we have, it's off a little bit, as usual. But for those who are just now joining in, they banned Upside Down Gate. Oh, man. Well, here we go. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Adam. I appreciate you, homie. Thank you for that super chat. So before we get into everything, I'm going to say hello to everyone, but we're going to make sure that we are set up for success with our app, that we have everything going well and good to go. So for those of you who are just joining, I actually have a homie from my bowling league who this is his first drop, I believe, and he was asking for tips about exactly how to nail this. So for those of you who are hopping in, we have our timer set up ready to go. This is going to be in blind box format. So if this is your first drop, just know that this is different from seeing the buy now button pop up. So what'll happen is it's going to pop up in this little space right here once this timer counts down to 0. So what you want to do is, I just kind of go ahead and click notify me right off the bat. Oh, wow, they changed it back. So yesterday when you did this, it just stopped. It just stopped like popping up. So what happens is you want to spam that little space right here in between. And that little space right there is going to be where the, let me get rid of that. That little space right there is going to be where the buy now button is going to pop up once the timer runs out. So if you're already clicking in that little space, what's going to happen is you're more likely to get the drop than someone who's waiting for that buy now button to pop up and just clicks on it. And this has been effective for me. I've been able to nail a lot of the blind box drops versus the buy now button ones or the normal drops. So, I mean, yesterday I actually got 2, and I got a mini on one, but the one that surprised me was I got a secret rare goofy. So was really, really stoked. I did flip it just because for me, those 3,000 plus gems or whatever I got was going to be used for something else, like golden moments or whatever else is coming. I have a gut feeling that there's going to be a lot of drops coming. Not just that because of this week, but what's going to be coming later. I think there's going to be another big brand drop, another big Marvel drop, another big Disney drop. I'm really hopeful for Star Wars this month, so that's why I waited. So that's how we're going to be doing this drop, is that Space Gate side. But we're going to be getting into a little bit of things today. We're going to touch on the drops that are coming. We're going to touch on the MCU and why some of these are really, really key. And we're going to be getting into also some thoughts on what's been happening with some of the banned accounts or the restricted accounts. But before we do so, let's say hello to a few people. Stamps. Yep. I do plan on touching a little bit on what we're going to be seeing with the stamps drops. Auto clickers work. Do not use auto clickers. Do not use bots. Do not use emulators. Do not use a Theragun. Just don't use anything that basically you can have inhuman ability, because your account will get flagged. So yeah. Anybody home? I'm home now. I'm home. Thank you for holding on. Yep. So thanks everyone who waited for that. Randy's stream working fine. I mean, I love hopping in Randy's streams. I was just there this morning. Looks better, way better. Thank you all. So boom. Let's see. I don't know if you're messing with me or not, with Adam saying that they're talking about new articles coming out. Feeling nervous about this one. I'm emotionally invested. Me too. I've completed every Mighty set, so I plan on completing this one. Hey Taps, how you doing? I'm doing well. I mean, I'm excited to watch the game later. I'm not sure how many sports fans we have in here, but I'm a Niners fan, so it's exciting to see. Even though I don't know if we'll be able to beat the Rams, I'm hoping for it, but we'll see. On the website clock, I'm not sure what that means. Wish them luck. Does the Marvel Twitter page always promote Veve? Not always, but a lot of time they do. I think I will get the secret rare. I feel it. Yes. I never got a secret rare. There was a bunch of people who got secret rares yesterday. Like on the stream, someone who got a rebound on the stream, and that ended up being a secret rare. And then I think people are going to sleep a lot on the comments. So we're going to get into we're going to get into this drop a little bit, because there's a lot to this, and then we're going to touch on what's happening with restricted accounts. Where do you think the Disney lenticular cards are going to go in price next 4 weeks? I don't know. It depends. Like the whales are really deciding a lot of what's going to go well. I think Disney will always do well. I'm hopeful that they're going to keep dropping in price if we have more and more drops, because Alex already said that we're having drops all this week. So if you look at the Discord, I should have pulled it up for the stream, but he was saying that we're not stopping until Friday. So we're going to have a drop every single day, most likely this week, unless there's other delays or anything like that. But man, and then what do you think is going to come on Saturday? Like there's going to keep being more and more drops. So I'm wondering if this is going to be a continued gem squeeze. So if that does happen, like people, what was the drop yesterday? I think it was like $40 or something like that. So $40 into thousands of dollars with the goofy, like that could cause the price to go down. We'll see. How long before the drop do you open the page? Yesterday I opened 2 hours before the drop and left it open. So with Disney, you want to get in really, really early. I think with Marvel, it's still a big drop, but I don't think you need to wait or you don't have to like hop in 2 hours early, right? So I think being in, like, my best practice is I hop in about 45 minutes early. But I've hopped in for like a comic drop like 5 minutes before the drop. So did anyone nail the secret rare comic today? That'd be awesome if you did. None for me. I have such better luck with the blind boxes, just because I know where that buy now button is going to be. So I'm always ready to go. Niner gang, let's go. I'm using massage gun for the drops. Do you think? Yeah, don't do that. Blame the Theragun, like how fast it moves. It's faster than what a human finger can do. So they can tell your clicking ability. So I would not use a Theragun or a toothbrush or some of the other crazy little techniques that we've seen people do. So yeah, I would not do that. Secret Rare is going to make it almost impossible to complete the set. I know. And let's get into the drop, because there's a lot happening with there's 6 of them, right? So this is a pretty solid one. And this is by far, in my opinion, the best Marvel Mighties that we've seen. So with this drop, we do have Spider-Man. This is the Peter Parker version. So we don't have an FA on it. There's going to be 15,000 of them dropped, 14,999. Every single one is $13 because it is in blind box format. But Spider-Gwen, this is the first, and they call her Ghost Spider, right? Like that's the technical name, but everyone knows her as Spider-Gwen. So do not sleep on this. I would say this is a common to get a lot of, in my opinion, not financial advice ever. But Spider-Gwen is a very, very popular character. She's awesome. She's into the Spider-Verse. People have cosplayed her a ton at conventions for years now. She is a very much well-loved character in a different version of Spider-Man on Earth 65. She's also a common though. So this is the first appearance. Again, power of first. Always make sure that you can scoop a first appearance if you can. So I think this is a great one to get, whether you get it on the drop or in the secondary. I will definitely be buying her in the secondary if I do not get her on the drop. 14,990 of her. Spider-Woman is the one that's like not as exciting for this drop. And I'm not saying it's because of like her as a character. I'm saying it's because it's of all the other powerhouses in this. I mean, Spider-Man is loved no matter what, right? But Spider-Woman, like, I would rather they did Spider-Girl, who's a completely different character. It's the daughter of Mary Jane and Peter Parker, which is, you know, different universe where they actually had the daughter, which is Spider-Girl, and it's what's her name, May Parker. So this is Jessica Drew, who's a completely different character. So yeah, it's a first appearance. It's an uncommon, 8,888, but this is my least favorite of the drop. Black Cat is a awesome like villain from Spider-Man series. She actually partners up with Spider-Man eventually. Felicia Hardy, this is a first appearance. Black Cat is a well-loved villain and just character in Spider-Man. So this is another great one to get. You got Green Goblin. Like, Green Goblin is one of the top 5 bad guys in Spider-Man. Like, I think this is a great one. This is the problem with the Mighties though, is I really wish they waited to just give us like a really, really cool collectible statue of Green Goblin versus a Mighty. But this is also why I think a lot is going to happen with Mighties that we're not expecting, right? Like, why would they drop first appearance Green Goblin, right? First appearance of Spider-Man 2099, right? On Marvel Mighties. Why would they do it with Captain America? I think something eventually is going to happen pretty solid with the Mighties, and it could be some kind of game coming to the Vevverse. It could be, I don't know. I have a feeling about Mighties, and we've seen how well they've done, right? We saw Doctor Doom. We've seen what's happened with the really, really solid characters in Mighty form. So do not sleep on Mighties, even if they're not the statue versions that we come to love, or they're not animated. And they could always just flip a switch, right? I'm always wondering, like, what happens if they just flip a switch and Marvel Mighties become animated one day? You never know. But of the Green Goblin, we do have only 3,333 editions. Again, all that's $13, and only 2,099 editions of the Spider-Man 2099. Again, this is another version of Spider-Man in a different universe, right? And we'll get into the different versions and why I think Marvel is dropping these now, because we're seeing a lot of them doing precursor actions, basically like to build up awareness. They're using Veve as a marketing engine, and it's brilliant. So it's pretty interesting to see these, but what do you guys want to get from this drop? I obviously want to get the Secret Rare, because if I get the Secret Rare on this, then I'm absolutely completing the set in secondary. Don't care about FOMO. I'm just buying, getting it done. But I think these will do really, really well. I'm really curious what this will shoot up to on the floor, because Secret Rare Marvel Mighty, Spider-Man 2099, we know he's coming to the next Into the Spider-Verse with Miles Morales and all that. So it's going to do really, really well. But what's going on, everyone who's hopping in here? Please hit that like button. Thanks for hopping in here to do the drop together. We have exactly 16 minutes and 38 seconds until drop time. Let me catch up on all these. Let's see. Why is the market not closed right now? It's open? Oh, no, it's closed now. You scared me. I was like, whoa. No bueno. Taps, what's good? Want to make my first Veve purchase soon. Let's get it. Shiny Shard OG, baby. Let's go. Happy to see some of the Luvium fam in here. Shiny Shards. Unable to reserve order is my message. Every drop. Any recommendations? I would probably not right now. Well, maybe. I would delete the app, re-download it, and see if that helps. Because if it's happening every drop, that's got to be an issue. Do you think the battle statue NFT will go up soon? I hope it keeps going down so I can snag it, actually. I was hoping for it to go underneath 1,000. But I do think it will probably rally back up. Yeah, I think that's one that people are going to be sleeping on. I think that's, to me, a pretty important statue. I'm just being cheap, and I want to try to get it because I'm expecting the gem squeeze to continue. Bang, bang, Niner gang, let's go. Yes, I love it. I just want the Green Goblin, that's all. When are we getting Miles right? Miles Morales, I really hope that they do in animated form, because you look at, we saw obviously Peter Parker in animated Spider-Man. We saw Ben Reilly, not animated, but its own statue version. It makes sense to have Miles Morales in, I think, an anime. Like, he's a very important Spider-Man version. And I really, really want to see him come, not through the Mighties personally, but we'll see. Go Niners. Oh, we got the Niner gang in here. I love it. Hey, Taps, these days, pushing buy now button is risking your account to get falsely blocked. I've heard different things, but we're going to get in actually some of the restricted side before we continue on to what we can see with some of this added MCU side. But boom, we've got the Niner gang in the house. Let's go. Thank you for that super chat. Fun under the sun. Go Niners. Veve to the moon. Smash that like button for luck. Thanks, fam. I appreciate you. But one thing I did want to touch on is we are seeing a lot of accounts get restricted. And this is the debate. So if you didn't see this interview, it streamed yesterday. I was in there with quite a few of the fam in here with Gibby, and Veve Ball was in there. Lori Walking Feather was in there. There was a whole bunch of Kobe Collects was in there. A whole lot of people just kind of listening. And like I walked into it with an open mind, right? Because it's hard. We're hearing a lot of accounts are getting restricted for not, using bots, not using cheating methods or emulators or anything like that. And it's hard because we don't have visibility to see, are they being truthful? Like I've had people reach out to me in the past saying like, hey, like, and then they end up feeling like, oh, well, I didn't know emulators were bots. Like, and then, so you never know if someone's lying. And it's always a dangerous game, right? Because we don't have visibility into it. But Superman, he's been around since, the early days. He sounded very, very genuine and authentic about it. And it was definitely something like we are chatting, and like my recommendation, or like, obviously I don't work for Veve. I don't have any affiliation with Veve. Like, besides I just do drops and, talk about them in Ecomi. My thing here is, if they have spent tens of thousands of dollars now a month to stop botters, and now they're, overcorrecting, they're blocking too many people and people are getting flagged for it. My thought is, it can't be that much more money with how much money they're making to then hire or outsource some kind of help desk or ticketing service or some part-time customer service agent, something like that, to then reach out to these people and identify what's happening with their accounts, right? Because right now the issue is people are getting really, really angry because they're getting canned responses, right? And then they're being restricted with no updates for, a month, 2 months, 3 months. And so I agree, where like that is an issue. So I hope what Veve does is they hire another customer service person or some kind of help desk or something to help expedite this, because it's getting to a point where people are like, hey, like, I've supported this company. I got flagged for whatever reason, and now my account's disabled. And so some people are not telling the truth, but some people are telling the truth. And the fact that they get restricted for nothing, like people's accounts, like they need access to it. Like, that's the hard part when you're working with a centralized NFT platform. So I hope that they invest some money into some of the customer service side to expedite this. Now, with that in mind, again, if you guys are using any form of bot, emulator, Theragun, any auto clicker, or the click function on your iPhone or whatever, do not do that, because you will be flagged. One thing that Gibby brought up is, if you have 2 devices and you're logged into like the same account on multiple devices, which I've done, he said that can be a flag. I haven't been able to confirm that, but I'd be careful about that as well. So I did actually make a new account. So as you guys know, I do 2 devices, and my girlfriend has an account as well, but I do have 2 devices, and I have a separate account now on this one. So yeah, that way I'm not going to get flagged. And then if you are using a separate account and you get it on that one and you want to send it to your other account, I would wait a day or so. I wouldn't send it right after the drop, because that might flag it as well. So those are my thoughts on that. If your account's disabled, I'm sorry to hear it. I really hope Veve does something about this, because it is frustrating, right? Like, that's hard for people to do who've been supporting this for so long, and they're locked out. Yeah. How do you make sure your timer is aligned on drops? For this one, you don't have to worry about that, because the buy now button is going to pop up right here. So in this little space right here, that's known as Space Gate. And that's where the buy now button will pop up. So what you want to do is you want to start jamming that space ahead of time. So you can't see that I'm clicking it, but careful. If you click that, you see how it just slightly moves. Usually there's a more of a drop, but that could throw you off. So careful not to click this box right here. You click this box, nothing really happens, right? But the goal is to aim in between here within the next 9 minutes. And then once that countdown hits 0, that buy now button is going to pop up. And as long as you're clicking right there, you should be on the money. And it worked for me on stream yesterday, where I got the secret rare for the Disney drop. Let's see. I can win only blind boxes, never buy. I know I had that trouble too, man. It's really hard. Dan, what character are you hoping to get? Let's see. I see Dan popping up here. You're going to get the ultra rare today, Taps. I want that secret rare though. I want that secret rare, Rudin. Hopefully I get the ultra rare and the secret rare. That'd be awesome. And we're going to be going for the rebounds after this, so no worries there. You think Minnie will drop below 500? Yeah, I do actually, because she was below 500 for a good portion of the day yesterday. Got my first secret rare drop yesterday. Congrats, Brent. That's awesome. The Simpsons battle statue. Is that what we're calling it now? Where he's choking Bart, the Simpsons battle statue? If only I would get a win this time. Too long, nothing. Sorry to hear it, man. Hopefully you get it today. Let us know if you get it. I saw Dan talking here. Let's see. Veve is part of a larger Marvel campaign to raise the brand recognition of characters that they want to use in games, shows, and movies. I agree. So before we get into it, guys, we've seen Spider-Gwen. If you have not seen the Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, so we know that there's going to be another movie coming. It highlights Spider-Gwen. I can't play this because it does. I don't want to get like copyright or whatever. But we see Miles popping in, and we see someone attack him, right? And that is Spider-Man 2099. So we know that he's going to be a big feature in the new movie that's coming. And we know that Spider-Gwen is going to continue to build out. But we also know that Spider-Gwen is going to be returning either with her own movie or a show on Disney Plus. It sounds like Emma Stone will actually be possibly starring in it again. So Marvel is constantly thinking ahead. Like, that's why they dropped Loki Gator early, right? Like, we only saw him like pop up real close or for a little bit in the Loki season 1, but we're probably going to see him again in Loki season 2. That's why they keep dropping some of these characters that are not as well known or we haven't seen screen time for that much, because we're going to see them come. Same thing with Black Cat. So Black Cat Silver Sable Marvel series could be coming to Disney Plus. It's been speculated for a while now, but we could see Black Cat come. And when you think about all the different Spider-Man, 2099 is a pretty unique storyline that came to the world of the multiverse of Spider-Man. And there's a bunch of 2099 characters as well. There's like a Doom 2099. There's a Punisher 2099. But he's a really, really cool character. And he is actually Irish. What's his name? He's Irish Mexican. I can't remember his name. Where is he? I did have it pulled up. I guess it would tell me right here, right? Miguel O'Hara, which I think is pretty funny. So for those who don't know, I'm actually Irish Mexican myself. I very much look more Irish than anything, but I am Irish Mexican. But Miguel O'Hara's DNA becomes spliced with spider genes. Now 50% spider. Miguel fights crime as Spider-Man 2099, and that is who he's coming. So he's interesting because he's actually like half spider. He has like large teeth like a spider. He has things that shoot out of his fingers to like you see like the claws right here, right? The spider talons or whatever. Yeah, so it's interesting to see that they're getting ahead of it now to build awareness through the Veve community, because it's just a smart play for them in the NFT world to kind of get all these things out. And when you look at the most popular Spider-Man characters, we of course see Gwen Stacy, Spider-Gwen. We see Ben Reilly, who we've already seen on the Veve app. Of course, Peter Parker, Miguel O'Hara, who's the 2099 one. Otto Octavius, which I thought this was interesting to see him thrown in here, which I need to read into that a little bit. But Miles Morales is number 2, followed by Peter Parker. And there's so many different types of Spider-Man that it's crazy to see. And we do have a bunch of different Spider-Man things coming to Marvel, right? Coming to Disney Plus as well. So there's a whole bunch of things on the docket for this year coming to Disney Plus. And so they're building a lot of awareness for a lot of Disney Plus shows. Like we're going to see Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, Moon Knight, Secret Invasion. I think this actually got pushed out. Werewolf by Night. I don't really know what that is, but Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, which makes me wonder, is that why we saw, obviously the Christmas holiday Groot? I Am Groot, Marvel What If Season 2, Armor Wars. I mean, it's stacked. There are certainly Loki Season 2, Wakanda spinoff, X-Men 97. I'm stoked for this. I really, really want to see that. But Spider-Man Freshman Year is coming. Marvel Zombies, which, I mean, obviously we saw the zombie Captain America come with the What If series, but Marvel Zombies is its own thing, which I actually did not know that. So I'm really curious to see what is going to be coming from Marvel and Disney more so. And so, yeah, we've got 4 minutes and 20 seconds. That was a lot of content to get through really quick, but let's get to some of the comments because I want to make sure that we're ready to go. All right, folks, we've got 4 minutes. Let's see. Mini will cost 5K soon. I don't know about that. Like, if anything, it would be I mean, he did shoot up to 5K, the Goofy. So I'm just catching up on comments. Give me 1 second. Remember that as much revenue as Veve is making, they have massive tech. Shout out to Dan Chabel. Massive tech, labor, and licensor expenses. Their profit isn't as much as you would assume. So I do agree there, right? So, and this is kind of reference back to them putting money into a customer service or a help desk. They like the real winners of these drops are the licensors. They're making a ton of money, but they're still making pretty significant considering how much money has been thrown in here. So that's kind of why I think about that. Taps have presently assessing same account on 2 or more devices is 100%. Thank you for letting me know that. So that's why I've changed to doing 2 different accounts, 2 different devices. Inside rumor I'm hearing is cash out to banks won't happen at all. I mean, it's a rumor, right? Like it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when it happens. We already saw Fred Durst, actually. Fred Durst, the lead singer from Limp Bizkit, he's clearly in Veve or has interest and has just been doing so on the down low. And he tweeted at Veve saying like, when are you going to make your UI better essentially? And when MTL, when the ability to cash out. And so that surprised a lot of us, but people are definitely getting impatient with MTL, which I get it. I understand. I'm wondering if that's going to keep having things rally though. Actually, too many devices in one Wi-Fi seem to lock out all accounts as well. Patient Hodler on it. Shout out to Patient Hodler if you do not subscribe to his channel because he makes great content. Man, how are you landing all these secret rares? All I get are commons, and when commons are the more valuable one, I get that happens with me too. I got the Hawk Girl during the and I didn't get Wonder Woman, and I was like, oh, I got Hawk Girl, cool. And then Wonder Woman ended up shooting up. So it just depends, right? So I have much better luck on these. So for those of you who are just now tuning in, we're going to be going for the rebounds after this. We'll touch on what rebounds are if you're new to the drops, but we are going to be going for the Mighty's drop. We have 1 minute and 50 seconds, fam. Let's make sure that we get this. Again, the buy now button will be popping up right here. So you want to spam that little area last few seconds, and let's see if we get a win today. I have 2 devices. Hopefully I'm able to get one on today's drop. We get some W's. Hopefully we get some W's. I'm sure we'll get some L's, but let's get some W's. Remember, no drop is random. Everything is on a scheduled predefined by the brand as it aligns to their business objectives. Yep. Well, they have kind of moved things around too, Dan. Like they were going to have Steamboat Willie drop before the golden moments, and then they switched it around, which was an interesting move, right? I appreciate you, Namaka. Ghost is in Spidey Friends. That's my 4-year-old watches on Disney Plus. There you go. Yeah. See, like I think Spider-Gwen is really one that you want to make sure that you can stack up on. When Wolverine. I know. I want it too, Fabrice. I want more X-Men. It's Goblin season, baby. Good luck, fam. Rumors that those who hit the button get a better chance on the drop. I hear that too. All right. I'm going to be hitting with that U-gate too. What's the strat to get a drop? So again, the buy now button will pop up right here. So spam that small spot, but do not hit this higher spot. I'm here to get a $29.9, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Ecomi's real profit will come from Omi price, not NFTs. They're making a ton of money on NFTs, but I mean, Omi, they're making a lot of money on Omi too. All right, 16 seconds, fam. Let's get it. Here we go. Five seconds. DVD. I missed. I missed on both. No. Oh, man. I don't usually miss on these. Everyone was ready. Sold out. Who got some W's? Oh, man. Man. I struck out. Were you sure where to click again? I did. Hopefully you got it. I got Hot Girl 2. Just kidding. W. W on the early. L. Was my timer slow? Or y'all just boom? Brandon, G and I got one. Let's go. W's. L. L. W. L. Let's go. Congrats. Not sorry, not to L, but to the W. That's how. L. 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 Man, people really wanted these. A lot of L's. L. L. Oh, sorry to hear it, Jason. W. Congrats, Jens Smack. L's. L. 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 A lot of L's. Man. Feast with Ethan, W. Tim Birtle, L. W. W. Congrats, Chipbit. L from Rudin. L's. Let's go. No, I got the L before the draw. Predictable. You're just calling it. W from Lizotto. Congrats. L's, 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 L's. Don't forget, we're going for the rebound too. W from Regold. Got the Black Cat. Congrats, Jens Smack. That's awesome. Man, dang it. I can't believe I lost on both. We're going to be going for the rebounds, though. You can see that the sold out button is on there. You got the spinning wheel of death. I think you missed. Black Cat 3314. Congrats. All right. So just before we get into, I see some more W's. Hold on. Dude, I can't secure a drop for a bit anymore. Got the buy screen, then get a payment error because of server overload. It's doing overload again. There it is. It's doing the overload again. Okay, that was faster. It's slow. It's real slow. W, going for the rebound. Congrats, you're in your W, Ma. W, Hoodie Man, congrats. A lot of L's, but here, before we get into the timer, let's go back to our timer, see if we can get a rebound. So we have a sold out button. So what has to happen now is I have to go out, click back in, and I'm going to be clicking where that sold out button is already beforehand. But what happens is you want to try and time it to where it's between basically the change from the 3:59 to the 4 minute, right? Or so basically there's going to be a rebound at the 4 minute, at the 8 minute, at the 12 minute, hopefully, maybe the 16 minute. Like we'll see what happens. But basically I'm looking for that 4 minute time. My timer was slightly off from this. So I'm going to see if I can click in and get it on this one's slow too. Man, these drops are getting just so much harder now. Oh, this one's fast. Ooh, I might try with the other device. Might be my phone that's lagging slow. Nope. No, never mind. It's both. All right. So we got 24 seconds. Let's see if we can get a rebound, fam. A lot of L's today. Sorry to hear it, but let's go for these rebounds. A lot of Black Cats. A lot of people nailed a Black Cat. Secret or scored a Ghost Spider. Nice. Congrats. One rebound. 4 minutes right now. Here we go. Nope. Nope. The lag. The lag sucks. No luck on the rebound. Anyone get a rebound? Man, I really wanted these mighties, man. I need to get a rebound. I need to get a rebound secret rare in order to complete this set. Otherwise, I'm going to be paying a lot of gems for this. If you saw the buy now button, I would stay on that screen. when rebound. So we're gonna have another rebound at the 8-minute. I can't get in the app again. Don't hop out of the app, Yannick. You want to stay in the app because clearly the server loads are really, really heavy right now. So if you hop out, hopping back in is gonna be a minute. I do not have one order pending. If you do have one order pending, it means that you hit it. So congrats to all those who did. Scored a Ghost Spider. Congrats. Haven't hit in a few months. I got one pending. Does it mean I won or lost? It means you won. Congrats, Khalid. My first one ever. Congrats, Indica. You love to see it. I missed, but for those of you who did hit, congrats. One pending order means you did get it. So congrats, RB. Lag is massive right now. I clearly look. Spinning. Other device, spinning. That makes rebounds really, really, really hard to get because, like, do you click on the timer and then you just hope for it to get through, or what? Like, that's the hard part, right? We got 2 minutes into the rebound. Hopefully this lag does not continue, but we'll see. I'm not crossing my fingers on this. Have you heard that apparently Veve banned a lot of bots? I did hear something about that, actually. That someone actually was saying like they were botting and that basically they had 3 accounts banned or something like that. So they're banning a lot of bots. They're banning a lot of people right now. So that's good, right? Like they're clearly crashing down on these bots as much as possible, which is great. Like get as many out of here as possible. W on the rebound. Congrats, new area. Love to see it. Congrats. No luck here. A lot of lag. Same here. No rebound. Pending delivery means you have a delivery pending. Yes, exactly. Taps sold the bottom on Goofy. I did sell Goofy. Explain rebounds. But I mean, that's a win to me. I spent $40 and I made what, 3,000 or whatever. Like I've sold the bottom on some, I've sold the top on some. So I mean, I'm winning by far on my investment in Veve to where it is now. One order pending means you got it. L on the 4-minute. We've got 50 seconds until the rebound, fam. Still a lot of lag. Still a lot of lag on both. Okay. So I'm gonna click on one device, probably about 4 seconds early to see if that helps. And then I'm gonna click on the other device directly on the time change. Yeah, you're right. I'm back in again. Compliments, by the way. No problem, Yannick. Attempting to reserve lag. Is there another rebound? Yeah, there's gonna be another one in the next 15 seconds. Just made a few seconds ago, it's a few minutes after yours. Oh, sorry to hear that. All right, here we go. Nope, didn't even pop up for me. The lag is real. The lag is making this impossible for me. So we've seen lag like this before, right? We saw terrible during the Disney moments. We've seen it with others, but we saw it yesterday too. So I'm really curious why we're still seeing it at this stage. I'm going to go for the 12-minute. I need one of these. But big miss for me, fam. Big W. No green truck popped up, but I have one pending. David I love it. Congrats, Tyler. So no green truck popped up. I heard that happen again yesterday. There's a bunch of errors and people still hit. And so I'm really curious, why is that happening? Like clearly heavy server load and all that, but at this stage, I'm wondering why we're still seeing it, right? So hopefully we can get this figured out, because it's one thing that happens during a comic drop. And I get it, like not as many people go for comics, not as many people go for other drops, but the Disney drops, the Marvel drops like this, like 5 FAs, and we're having these errors, like it's costing people money, right? Got 2 Ghost Spiders. Congrats, Grant. What's up, Taps? Got the Black Cat on the drop, hit the rebound at 4 minutes, got the reserving, but didn't get it. Oh, man. Well, congrats on your Black Cat. That's awesome. Ultra Rare Green Goblin. Congrats. I'm jealous. Got my first drop, Spider Woman. Yes, Kyle. Love seeing the firsts. Got my first secret rare. Let's go. You got that Spiderman 2099. Congrats. That's a good one. Like, I'm gonna have to buy it in the secondary. I feel like it's gonna cost me like complete this set since I didn't get anything. It's probably gonna cost like 2,500. I want to say. Not stoked on that. Secret rare. Let's go. Congrats, GM. Second NFT accrual in a couple days. Congrats. Is it true that Alcon said we have Pokemon? Alcon did say that David Yu still has the Pokemon license. And when he was referring to is because David Yu is the CEO and owner of Vagabond, which is his other brand, it's like a comic book store / he sells things online, and he has Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon license for the cards. So I've speculated in multiple videos on why I think that we'll see Pokemon cards first. So Alcon did refer that David Yu does still have the license, but I think he's referring to the Pokemon card license. Lag, spinning wheel. I know, I hate it. We all talk about USD on who knows if we ever see cash out. Yeah, I mean, it's taken forever, right? But it's taken forever just for quite a few of the catalysts, right? Like there's still a bunch happening with Omi. All right, we got 1 minute until the 12 minute. Let's see if we can win. Is the lag still going strong? Yep. I don't have faith in these rebounds when the lag is this heavy. The bounce back works on the 4 minute, the 8 minute, and the 12 minute. If you have the buy now button, I'd stay on it, but it's usually not this laggy, so it's a lot harder to hit right now, Drew. Think pressing by the price may help. Another hard call on the prices. I hope people don't rally these too hard, but it's gonna be tough. Not relevant, but about the battle statue for 2K. Oh, hold on, we got the rebound. Nothing. Miss all across the board for me. But we did get a lot of W's, so congrats to several people who did get a win today. I saw a lot of L's, unfortunately. So this was a tough one to get. Everyone was going for this. Sorry, I want to answer your question. I bought the battle statue card for 2K. What should I do, or what would you do if you bought it for 2K? That's a pretty solid piece. To me, I wouldn't sell it for a loss. I would hold on to it, right? Like people sold like Todds really, really cheap because they bought them high and then they rallied down, for correction. And that's a move. Like if you buy something that you know is a solid piece, hold it until it's going to rally up, and then you can either flip it or you can keep holding it, right? Like people who spent, I remember this is a story that will always kill me. I saw a Donnie for sale back in summer for $17,000. And I was really looking, I was like, should I liquidate some stocks? Should I just load up a ton of gems? Should I buy this Donnie for $17,000? Because before that was really always floating around like $40,000 to $50,000. I didn't do it. Had I done it back in summer, not that long ago, the average floor is usually floating around $150,000. I don't think someone will immediately pay $150,000 for a Donnie, but the whales that we have now would definitely pay $100,000 for it. So that $17,000 could have been $83,000 gain. So I think about things in that sense. If you buy something at a high, hold it. You know it's going to be up higher eventually if it's a solid piece. So that's my thoughts on that. I know the Green Goblin's solid. Got that secret rare on Rebound. Let's go. Congrats, Amar. That's amazing. Thinking we'll lag today. Rebound times might be about 30 minutes. That's a good point, actually. So yeah, you can keep going for rebounds, maybe at the 16 minute, 20 minute. It's up to you, but the market's going to open at roughly about 30 minutes to 35 minutes after. So if you didn't get something, you're going to be in the secondary with me trying to snipe things. L for me, but my son got a Ghost Spider. Congrats. That's awesome. I think Spider Gwen's really going to be slept on quite a bit. Got my first Ghost Spider. Congrats. I'm going for that 24-minute rebound. I don't care. I love it. Grr, death wheel. That death wheel sucks. Spider Woman won't load up for me. Anyone else? Spider Woman. How does anyone get a W? Reslon, I'm sorry to hear you're still missing, man. Got a W on the 4. I missed 2, man. Got a W on the 4-minute rebound. Any strategy for going forward? Congrats on your rebound. Did you click on the rebound at the turn of the minute, or did you click in early? Shoot, maybe we don't even do that. Maybe we just try to get it, right? Like just jam it and then keep clicking in. Maybe the gods will work out for me if I just keep clicking in early like this. I used to do this before the whole 4-minute thing was happening and just kind of click in and out, click in and out. The rebound, what time's the rebound? The rebound's at the 16-minute, if there is still one. So I'm going to hop back here. Pluto price predictions. It was hovering around like 1K, right? So I'm not sure on that one. I think it's going to be like long term. Is that what you're asking? I'm just going to jam. No love for me. Usually I'd wait, but again, the lag is not doing me any favors. So I think if I just keep jamming in and out, maybe something will work for me. If they're not all taken at this point, which they probably are, but you never know. The marketplace comes back online about 30 to 35 minutes after the drop. Actually, none of them will load up. Wow. So you received it, but you can't load it up in AR or anything? How much will mini go for? Like long term? I think those pieces are really cool. I think there's going to be a lot bigger drops coming. So because those have done so well in terms of ROI, like you spent $40 or whatever it was, and now the minimum for one is $500. I think some people will sell off Minnie, Daisy, maybe not as many Mickeys. Actually, probably Mickey more than Donald. So I think those will be ones that people will leverage for gems when there are bigger drops. So that's probably when I'm going to be scooping the rest of that set. But I think Mini will long term, like that one, it's like those minimums should be $1,000 in my mindset. But there's so many drops coming this week that you want to wait, in my opinion, not financial advice. If I say sold out, can I still do rep? If it says sold out, yeah. So the buy now button will re-pop up, but it'll only re-pop up for so long. Might have to get that green goblin on secondary. Yep, that's gonna have to do too. Would you recommend either buying Omi or buying yesterday's Disney set? In my opinion, Omi. But I'm actually gonna be working on an Omi video. Hopefully I can get back to it after this drop. And hopefully I can have it come out tomorrow morning. And so I'd say watch that video once it does drop tomorrow. When is the best time to pick up a Spidey off the market? Tomorrow before the next drop? Everyone debates this, right? Like there's going to be FOMO right when the market opens. But you can always scoop if you are good at sniping, and then you can flip it when the price does rally up and then rebuy it. But you never know. Like it's hard with Marvel and Disney because the price is kind of just, you never know if it's going to rally up and continue or if it's going to correct down. What's your strategy? I get a Ghost Spider, but I'm going to try and buy a few more depending on the price. I want like 5 of them, flip or ultra. I would hold this personally, in my opinion. What's a good secondary price to go for one of the commons? Depends on which common. They're $13. I mean, I think they're going to rally up to around 80 to 100 probably, even though I don't want them that high. Probably higher than that. Who knows? Massive lag. Yep. 20-minute rebound. Let's go for it. I got a 78 secret rare. What? Dude, congrats to you, Onyx side. Wow. I already got my Spidey. The blanket's still over my collectible in the pick, and it says transaction failed. I hope they're up and running soon. So a lot of issues today on today's drop. Is it still lagging? Oh, no, it's fast now. I wonder if they're gone now. I'm going to still go for it. I'm still going to go for that 20-minute. I bought a Pluto at a high. Should I hold or sell a big loss and buy something else? I would hold it personally. I don't like what we've seen is most of the time, if you hold something, if you buy it too high, it will retrace or it'll go back to that eventually, but you never know. Not financial advice. All right, here we go for the drop or for the rebound. Nope. So I think the rebounds are gone. Tried all the way to 20 minutes. No luck for me. Sounds like the lag is localized to your Amazon closest server. It's fine here in the UK. Well, that's awesome. Congrats, Omi the Clown. Triple L, brother. Yep, same here. Hey, Taps, I always get sold out button after the first drop click. Any tips on how to keep the buy? It always changes. Like sometimes I have it stay open, sometimes I don't. The collectibles are Omi when you can sell them for Omi this year. Good point, Dan. All my luck was used up on yesterday's drop. Super L. Clearly mine too. Like I got 2 on the drop yesterday, but I didn't get any today. It's harder with blind box now because we have everybody in one room. I would argue the opposite. Like the blind box seems to be easier to get, at least if you know where the buy now button's popping up. But yeah. Veve Vault channel first to find the 4-minute rebound. I wouldn't be surprised. Like he's been on top of a lot of these tips and tricks. So yeah, I mean, I heard about the 4-minute rebound, I think from his channel or someone else's, but probably from his. Tips for sniping on the market. Yep. So, well, I can't, but what I would do, sniping on the market tip, what you want to do is everyone always clicks into the drop you're trying to get, and then they reload just by flicking down. I would stay on this main page once it does reopen and reload from this page and just try to click on when that drop comes. I've been able to snipe quicker that way than versus clicking into the collectible and reloading to see what the floor is. Also, don't go for the floor, right? Like go for slightly above it because you're more likely to get it versus everyone who's going for the floor. I did not. I missed. What do you think about Deadpool Common? I think the Seeker is much stronger. 20-minute buy. Really? 20-minute buy button appeared. Didn't get it, though. Does that mean we go for the 24-minute? Do we go for the 24-minute? Is that crazy? Let's go for the 24-minute. Let's do it. Got a 4 at the 4-minute common. Congrats. That's the 4-minute rebound. Congrats, Doge Nation. 24 is another chance. Let's get it. Going for the 24. David, you love it, Austin. How long will the pending be for? It depends. Like some people get it within like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And some people, it takes like an hour or longer. Haven't got a drop since my common storm. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Fernando. Hopefully we can remedy that. I lost today too. This is a tough one. Got a rebound 4-minute. Congrats. But you didn't go away though. So I think that's why. Oh, buy now didn't go away. Yeah, if your buy now didn't go away, then congrats to you because you didn't see the issues that we all had just trying to reload it. Do you think going for tomorrow's lunar drop is worth it? That's a good question. Hold on, let's do that. I'm going to touch on the lunar drop real quick. And then let's go ahead and talk about, so let's do the rebound. And then we're going to talk about the lunar drop because the stance drop. Get out of here. Is it still loading fast? Yep. Cool. It's going to pop up right there. And this one right there. Got it. Good to go. 17 seconds until the 24-minute rebound. Someone said they got it on the 20-minute, so you never know if we could still have a chance at the 24-minute considering how laggy and terrible the servers have been today. Let's see what happens. Didn't pop up for me. A lot of L today. L. Hi Taps, how are you doing? What do you think about Donald Duck in the long run? I think it's a good hold. I actually do think because it's the first, well, it's not technically the first appearance of Donald Duck, since the posters are not FAs, but I think it's a good one to hold. I mean, it's the first time we've seen him in Veve. If you miss the drop, do you exit out? Buy button, should you still be there? Yeah. So, well, if your buy now button stays on the screen, stay on that screen. Haven't got a drop since Screw on Christmas. Sorry to hear it. Had the buy button up whole time after the drop, got not even a rebound, trying up 220. I didn't see the buy now button pop up on one rebound either. Never got a rebound since the comics back in the days in August. Always trying though, hard AF. So I did get a rebound on the 4-minute on the Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman drop on stream. So it's possible. It's just, it's really hard when everything's not loading fast. I'm almost thinking that if your buy now stays, then maybe we should remove the app, update your phone's firmware, reinstall the app. It's not a bad idea. Do you expect a pump for all other collectibles after the Mighties drop? I've been wondering the same thing. Good question, Omi Queen. I don't think so because we have more drops coming this week. So actually, let's touch on that because looking at some of the other things that we're seeing, where is it? Boom. So we have the Lunar New Year stamps coming, right? And like a lot of people aren't as jazzed about the stamps. And so looking at some of these stamps, we have the stamp art coming tomorrow morning. And then we have the pain art coming Tuesday afternoon, which is interesting. Like, why is it coming the afternoon? So I'm guessing maybe there's another drop Tuesday morning. So that might be a comic. Have they updated anything? For a second, I was like, no way. M&Ms. So I think we could see, and Alex did say that that we're not stopping on the drops until Friday of this week. So we'll probably see another comic drop on Thursday. I'm wondering what we'll see on Wednesday. I'm wondering what we'll see Friday. We always have drops on Saturdays now, so I'm guessing we'll have something then. Maybe it'll be one of the brands that we've been waiting on, right? So I don't know. This feels like another gem squeeze coming. So not sure. Nothing. A lot of L's. A lot of L's from the fam. Enjoy your soup, Tim. Storm X-Men price prediction long run. I think, I mean, we know that it's going to, like the Wakanda miniseries, that Black Panther 2 is coming. I think that'll have it rally, but that's not, like, Black Panther 2 is not coming until the end of this year, right? So they're getting way ahead of this kind of like marketing of all these characters way, way early. So yeah, I got 3 rebounds this week. Congrats. That's crazy. I got 2 rebounds on Disney yesterday and secured them. You guys are crushing these rebounds. Surprise, no rebounds today. I think the Disney cards will all pump after these drops. There you go. Doge Nation thinks so. How to get the rebound? You want to click at the 4-minute, the 8-minute, the 12-minute change. And yeah, if you have a buy now button still active, you stay on it. I know. I was hoping I was going to go 2 for 2 as well. No luck for me today, VV vibes. Nothing today, but at least was lucky yesterday and got a Mickey card on drop. Congrats. Last time I got something on drop was Simpsons, GM. Gold Moments, the major errors back is a favorite. Yep. So congrats that you got the Mickey card. That's awesome. What do I do or can I do with the Omi in my VV wallet? So it's now officially switched to layer 2 Omi. So right now you can't do anything with it, right? Like you'd have to bridge it back over to layer 1 to sell it on exchange, but staking is coming. Who knows when? We still have not seen that staking utility article, the Omi utility article 0.2 come yet, which I can't believe that thing's not come yet. Like, I know there's a lot coming, but come on, we need that article already. Like, it's been talked about for so long. All of it's been talked about so long. We need to cash out. So it's definitely getting frustrating at this point. When will start affecting the Ecomi price? It's a good question. Omi price is not really doing much right now, right? It's back down. I think people are leveraging into some of the other crypto that's going up. No AMA lately. People will jump on their head with questions about MTL. Oh yeah, 100%. All right, fam. We've got about a minute or a few minutes until the market opens up, and I need to go spend some money to go grab some of these mighties. So thank you all for hopping in here. I really appreciate you guys. Hit that like button. I got L's today, but hopefully we're able to get some W's. I probably won't be streaming the stamps drops just because, you know, I want to really stream some of the bigger drops, not so much the comics. And I really want to get back to doing a lot of actual content that's, you know, video based, and those take hours and hours and hours for me to create. So I have a Omi video probably coming either Probably not today because I've got to go watch the game. But I will probably be dropping very early tomorrow morning. So watch out for that. But I might stream the drop on Tuesday. But thank you all for hopping in here. Hit that like button. Congrats to all the winners today. A lot of people got those rebounds. A lot of people actually did secure some pretty solid drops. I'm really jealous of you. So congrats, and I will see you on the next one and in the secondary. See you all later, and peace out. And let's not forget, go